Hi everyone, my name is Kabdi Karim Timirlan and this is my first video for sociology. I'm from the group CS2105. This is the first volume of questions, so let me answer them. What is sociology? Sociology is the study of social life, social change, and social costume and consequences of human behavior. Sociologists investigate the structure of groups, organizations, and societies, and how people interact with this context. I think that's the obvious thing because sociology is all about the social stuff and so on, and um, yeah. Um, the basic concept of sociology, the basic premise of sociology is that human behavior is largely shaped by the groups which people belong in, and by the social interaction that takes place with those groups. And main focus of sociology is the group, not individual. I can say in simple words that the basic concept of sociology is about the group and not about a single person and so on, because we all um, and make groups and we all have our, you know, uh, our things that we want to be in the group, that we're like love something and like for example I love watching movies and other stuff shows and so on, and we have, I'm in a group of people who love it, so we're not talking about individuals, we're talking about the kind of groups. So the basic concept of sociology is that structure and functions of sociology. The structural functional approach is perspective in sociology that says society is a complex system whose parts work together to promote solidarity and stability. It asserts that our lives are guided by social structures which are relatively stable patterns of social behavior. Um, yeah, I can add anything. I can just say that that's the thing of the structure and functions of sociology, that we work together to promote solidarity and stability, and we are all working in groups in a sotsum. Kind of, what can I say it in English? I don't know. And our social life, our social structures that are stable patterns which were developed like in a century, I guess. So um, yeah, which are relatively stable patterns of social behavior. Social imagination. Social imagination is a framework for viewing the social world that exists those limitations, an ability to develop understanding how biography is the consequence of historical process and unfolds within a bigger context in society. Um, yep. Um, okay, one more. That means that social imagination is, I will like just highlight the words, ability to develop understanding, this the ability, I guess, to develop something. For example, understanding how biography is the consequence of historical process and so on. Founding fathers of sociology and their contribution to the science. First is Augustin Comte. Comte is often considered the founder of sociology. He coined the term sociology and believed that society could be studied scientifically. He also developed the idea of positivism, which held that only empirical knowledge could be considered true knowledge. The second one is Emile Durkheim. Durkheim believed that sociology should be studied as a separate scientific discipline, distinct from psychology and philosophy. He emphasized the importance of studying social facts or the patterns of behavior that characterize social life. Durkheim's most famous work, Suicide, explored the social causes of suicide and demonstrated the useful of sociological researches. Max Weber emphasized the importance of understanding the meaning that individuals attach to their action. He believed social behavior could only be understood by examining the subjective meaning that people give to their experience. He also developed the concepts of the idea type or a theoretical construct that represents the essential characteristics of social phenomena. The last one um, is Karl Marx. Marx is known for his theory of historical materialism, which argues that economic conditions are the primary driver of social change. He believed that capitalism created class conflict between the bourgeoisie and the um, proletariat. Proletariat. Marx's work has had a profound influence on both sociology and politics. He was in politics. The development of sociological theory can be divided into several stages, each of which represent distinct approach to understanding society and human behavior. Here are some of the main stages of development. Um, Classical sociology theory. This stage includes the work of the founding fathers of sociology, such as Augustine, Emil, Marx, and Karl. This theories sought to develop a system understanding of society and to establish sociology as a distinct scientific discipline. Structural functionalism. Structural functionalism focused on the way in which social structure contribute to functioning of society as a whole. This approach was influenced by the work of Tolkien Parson, who saw society as a complex system of interrelated parts. Conflict theory emphasized the role of power and inequality in shaping social relationships and institutions. This approach was influenced by the work of Karl Marx as well as later theorists such as Ralph Dahrendorf and C. White Miles. The fourth symbolic interactism. Symbolic interactionism focused on the way in which individuals interact with each other and how this interaction shape social behavior. This approach was influenced by the work of George Herbert Mead and Herbert Bloom. Contemporary sociology theory. Contemporary sociological theory includes a wide range of approach and perspectives such as feminist theory, critical race theory, postmodernism, and the globalization theory. This approach seeks to understand the changes nature of society and the complexities of social in the modern world. Okay. Technology and society have a complex and intertwined relationship. In this relationship has been a central focus of sociology theories throughout history. Here is some of the social forces that have shaped the development of sociological theories. The Industrial Revolution. The Industrial Revolution, which began in the late 18th century, had a profound impact on social and economic relations. The rise of industrial capitalism created new forms of social organization and transformed traditional ways of life. I'm sorry for that. Sociologists such as Karl Marx and Emile Durkheim thought to understand social effects of economic transformation. The French Revolution. The French Revolution of 1789 marked a turning point of European history. Its ideas of liberty, equality, and fraternity continues to shape political and social discourse today. Sociologists such as Augustin Comte and Alex de Tocqueville thought to understand the social and political implications of these revolutionary ideas. The element, a culture that intellectual movement that emerged in the 18th century emphasized reason, protest, and individual rights. The ideas of the establishment had a profound impact on the development of sociology, particularly in the work of theories such as Max Weber and Karl Marx. The growth of science. The growth of science in the 19th and the 20th century had a significant impact on the development of sociology as a scientific discipline. Sociologists such as Durkheim and Weber sought to apply scientific methods to the study of social phenomena, and this approach remains the hallmark of the discipline today. Contemporary social forces. In the 20th century, sociology theories continued to be shaped by contemporary social forces such as globalization, digital technology, and environmental change. Sociology are exploring the ways in which these forces are transforming social relationship and institutions, and are developing new theories to understanding these complex social dynamics. Major sociological theories: the structural functionalism theory, the conflict approach theory, symbolic interactionism. Okay, structural functionalism theory. Structural functionalism theory is a sociological theory that views society as a complex system made up of interrelated parts, in each with its own function and purpose. The approach emphasized the interrelatedness of society, different parts, and assumed that social order is maintained throughout the shared consequences of valued and norms. Key theories of structural functionalism include Talcott Parsons, Robert Merton, Kingsley Davis, and Wilbert Moore. The approach sees society as a stable and ordered system where different parts work together to maintain social harmony, and views social problems as a result of the dysfunction or a failure of different parts of the system to work properly. The conflict approach. The conflict approach is a sociological theory that views society as a struggle for power and resources among different groups. Key points of this approach include the idea that sociology is marked by inequality and conflict. The powers that currently shape social relationship, and that social problems are the result of system inequality and injustice. Main theories of the conflict approach include Karl Marx, Max Weber, and Ralph Davenport. This approach emphasized the importance of challenging the status quo in order to promote social change in the social justice. It has been applied to a wide range of topics, including class, race, and the gender inequality, as well as politics and economic systems. Symbolic interactionism. Symbolic interactionism is a sociology theory that focuses on how individuals interact with each other through the use of symbols, gestures, and shared meanings. Key points of this approach include the idea that society is shaped by shared meanings that individuals actively create and interpret meaning, and that the self is socially constructed throughout interaction with others. Main theories on symbolic interactionism include Georgi Herbert Mead, Herbert Plummer, and Erving Goffman. This approach emphasized the importance of understanding individual exercise and meaning in order to understand social phenomena. It has been applied to a wide range of topics, including identity formation, socialization, and social inequality. And so, yeah, that's the end of my video for sociology part 1. So thanks for watching, and bye till the next video.